I'm a Celebrity returns this weekend. Who better to celebrate with one of last year's super campmates, Sue Cleaver?
She's here with us. She calls the rumble in the jungle with her dry wit, her resilience, and she even found time to hold one particular politician to account. Let's take a look back at some of her highlights, shall we?
Let's keep going. They sting.
This is like some destination wedding. Sadly, it's you and me. Dream on, Jill, dream on.
Oh.
No, don't, George.
Oh, no, I'm just doing it for myself.
It's nice to be nice, Nigel.
Oh, no, I'm the celeb.
I don't want to sleep with you.
Oh, get that.
Oh, I'm delighted that Sue's here with us. Does it bring it all back to you? I mean, we loved watching you in the jungle, I have to say.
Oh, it does bring it all back. I can't believe that a year has gone by. It's just flown by.
How are you feeling? Scarlett was on the show yesterday and I said, is there a bit of FOMO? She said, absolutely not.
No.
Not at all.
No, there's
You
no
wouldn't want to be
FOMO.
back there.
No, I really enjoyed my time. It was a great experience, but I'm very happy to be in my living room watching it this year.
What do you think? I mean, you obviously had Matt Hancock to deal with. We've got Nigel Farage in this year. What do you think about this whole thing about politicians taking part?
Well, I understand why they do it. I mean, it's great for the audience, isn't it? But it can put you in quite a difficult position. Do you address certain things? Do you not? If you don't, you're damned. If you do, you're damned.
Yeah.
So it's complicated. But, yeah, I mean, I think we did a good job. We had a newsreader on there, so she asked the questions that needed to be answered. But when you're in there, honestly, your main focus is just about eating and getting stars. So you
pulling together as a team.
Together as a team, and that's so important. And when that was done, I think we were quite a grown-up group.
Do you think you'd have had an easier time with Nigel Farage than you did with Matt Hancock?
I'd like to think that I would rise to the challenge.
Very diplomatic of you.
Yeah, I'd like to think I'd rise to the challenge. And as I say, it is about just eating and working together as a team. And it's good for us all to leave all our prejudice and opinions aside and concentrate on the task.
Someone who knows you very well and will know if you'll rise to the challenge, and that brilliantly appalling bit of logistics by us, your best friend Richard Arnold.
Oh, but I knew he'd get a look in.
He's all the other side of the world.
Do you think she'd have risen to the challenge of Nigel Farage, Rich?
Oh, I know my Sue. She would be absolutely tumescent when it comes to rising to the challenge for the likes of Nigel Farage. And this is just like Sue. She texted me yesterday and said, let's go out for dinner. And I thought, well, I'll make a rod for my own back if I go out for dinner and you're on breakfast television the next morning, because she knows I like a refreshing beverage, which is why she's coming between me now and the bar, because it's quite late here. So thank you for that, Sue.
You're very welcome. Yeah, I texted him and he responded said, I'm on the plane.
On the plane, yeah. I think
So
maybe our bosses thought it was better to keep you separated for everybody's health and safety.
Oh.
Rich, what was it like watching one of your best mates in the jungle last year? Because she was sensational, wasn't she?
Yeah, I know, mate. It's a really interesting question because, of course, we all watched our very own Kate Garraway through it, and Vorda's Carol, of course, is a mate as well, and she's been through it. And you do sort of sit on the edge of the sofa like you're watching a child of yours go through the nativity play. You know, it's like the first time you've ever really seen them in that sort of environment. So I was a bag of nerves for her, but with Sue, what you see is what you get, which is why she's such a loyal and dear friend of mine. And Susan, that's the only compliment you'll ever be able to snatch from the jaws of mine. I tell you what, it's so cold out here. The luxury item they've given me is nipple plasters. I hope you can't see them if that's offending people back home having their breakfast.
You're also, Richard, because I know you so well, you won't mind, but get yourself powdered, love, a bit of powder.
I'll tell you what, Sue, you and I have been on so many holidays together, and for the sake of elegant economy, we've always shared a bed together, Susan and I, and you did more than the odd rumble in the jungle last year. That's what I do remember.
I could do one now!
No, don't. No, we don't need one now. Richard, we'll let you go.
We'll let you work.
You can go and work on how to get those nipple plasters off. That's why you've got a producer.
And Sue, we need to talk to you about other things that you have going on as well, because Sister Act, the musical,
yes,
you are going to be back on stage for the first time in how many years?
20 years.
20 years.
You look
How's
positively angelic in the pictures we've got of you. There, look at you there.
Look at me. I wear a wimple well, I think.
So did it feel, I mean, have you
I'm
started rehearsals
terrified.
yet? You're on the
No,
way?
I've got a week's rehearsal.
Right.
So I start rehearsing in March for a week, and then we're straight into Brighton.
Oh, my goodness.
And then we tour through the UK. So yeah, like the jungle, I've reached 60. I've decided I'm not saying no to anything. I'm not going to let fear stand in my way. So
good for you.
When they said, "Would you like to do this?" I went, "Yeah."
It's a fabulous musical as well.
Oh, it's brilliant.
You know, the audience is going to love it, so it's one of those things.
Yeah.
You said that your 50s have been your best decade yet. And how's this next one? You're hitting your 60s now. You're kind of feeling like more of the same?
Absolutely, absolutely. I just got comfortable with myself. I understood myself. I didn't care what anyone else thought. And then I hit 60 and I decided I'm moving forward. I had a bit of a dodgy year, haven't been very well, but tiny blip. No, I'm heading through the next decade. I'm excited to see what's to come.
Good for you. And are you writing a memoir or something, I hear?
Oh,
or is
no,
it
I
kind of a
can't
book
mention
or...
anything that I'm doing at the minute, but I've got projects
Top
in there.
secret.
I've got
Got
projects.
We'll wait to see in that case.
We'll get
You have to
Richard
come
back. Where's
and
Richard?
all
He'll
about
tell
it.
us.
We'll reunite
He's not
you
bound by any NDA.
in the studios.
It's lovely to see you, Sue. Thank you so much.
guys.
And you're better, you're feeling better, everything's
I am.
all good?
Yeah,
Good.
I'm all good and looking forward to 2024.
Great to see you
Amazing.
looking so well. Thanks
Oh,
very
thank
much for
you.
coming in to talk to
Thanks
us this
to you
morning.
guys.
So it'll be great. And we'll have more from Richard next week as I'm a Celebrity starts this weekend.
Yes.
Just can't wait. Just
Cannot wait, honestly.